Hey everyone, welcome back. So, to kind of continue my story of how I got started on this wellness journey, um, it wasn't too long after my friend had given me the essential oils and the diffuser that she and I got to chit chatting, and she was telling me about this app called the Think Dirty app. I don't know if y'all have heard of the Think Dirty app, but you should definitely go and download it on your phone. And it's a free app. And basically, the Think Dirty app is a way for just everyday people to find out how clean the products that they're using are. And when I say clean, I mean like free of harmful ingredients. And so she introduced me to the Think Dirty app, and I just started scanning like things at her house at the time. And then I started scanning things at my own house. And I found myself at the store scanning items before I would buy them. And prior to that time, prior to being diagnosed with breast cancer, I had heard people say things, like you really should be eating organic, or, you should really order Mrs. Myers, or, just things like that. And it was always, like I'd mentioned before, it was always like a little scary to me to think that there could possibly be things that the government, the FDA, would allow to be in products that I shouldn't be using. And so I just was always kind of like, there's no way. Um, so I discovered that I was just naive and kind of just lying to myself, to be truthful. Once I started really reading and researching about the things that we in the United States of America are exposed to without even realizing it, because we just blindly trust that somebody else is looking out for our own well being and the well being of our families. And so, anyway, I went ahead and did some screenshots of the Think Dirty app so that I could talk you through that, and some other important information that I'd like you to just be aware of, because I wasn't aware of it until I was. And then once I was, it was like, oh wow, that is shocking. So, anyway, I hope that you enjoy this. Again, this is not meant to scare you. It is just meant to be informative so that you can make the best decisions for your family, whatever those decisions are.
Here's the Think Dirty app. And when you get in, there is a place to scan a barcode down at the bottom. You just click it and it opens up your camera so that you can scan the barcode of some of your products. It had about half the products that I owned at the time when I first found out about this app. You can also type to search. So, like Palmolive dish soap is the soap that I used to use to wash dishes. And there it is, that blue one. That's the one that I used to use. So, it's got fragrance in it, which makes this item rated at an 8. 10 is the worst that the item could be rated at, and as far as how dirty it is. And then if you kind of scroll down, it'll tell you why they rated it so poorly, and it'll show you the sources. And then the ones that are kind of like yellowish, those are like kind of medium in the dirty category. So Dial Lavender Soap, I used to use this purple soap. That's how I washed my body. It's also rated at an 8 for 2 ingredients. And so you can click and you can read about each of the ingredients that, um, increase its level of dirty, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and search for a couple of items that I used to use and kind of just show you where I was when this whole process started. So like Aquaphor, that's something that I used on my kids. I used it on my lips. I used it on lots of things. And the one that I used was rated at a 5, mostly for petroleum products. Crest toothpaste, my whole family used Crest toothpaste, and you can see that they're all kind of rated somewhere in the middle range as far as dirty. Hairspray, that's something that I don't use a lot, but like Gracie for her competitive dance. The nice thing about the Think Dirty app, if you saw up there at the top, you can see that it will show you products that are rated good, but the ones that we used for Gracie's hair for dance, and we kind of sometimes still have to use it, to be honest, because I haven't found a good substitute. They're rated at an 8, and most of that is because of fragrance. Purell hand sanitizer, a common hand sanitizer. They kind of have, depending on which one you use, they can be rated anywhere from green, which is decent, to pretty bad, which is all from the fragrance. So after I had played around with the Think Dirty app for a while and scanned a lot of items, I was kind of at a place where I was ready to stop being scared of what could possibly be in the products that we use and the things that we eat. And I wanted to start learning about these things. And so I did a lot of Googling, and I really tried to look for only trusted websites. So this is hormone.org, which is put out by a bunch of endocrinologists. And so, like, here's some of the type of information that I found. So what are EDCs? They're endocrine disrupting chemicals, and they basically affect how the body works. And so, like, it just gives examples of some areas of your life that can be affected by these EDCs. It talks about where you can find them. It talks about how it can be passed through in utero, and like some common places that they're found. Children's products has a lot of these items in it. Personal care products, bacterial soaps. So it's just basically, you can do your own research. I'm not here to try to scare you. I'm not here to try to, act like I know everything, because I certainly don't. But like right here, endocrine disrupting chemicals can cause breast cancer, which they don't know what caused my breast cancer. I was genetically negative for all of the things that they could find. So then it gives some recommendations. Wash your fruits and vegetables. Don't microwave in plastic. Try to avoid processed foods and canned foods. Fresh ingredients, organic. Avoid products that contain phthalates. BPA and paraben free. Avoid fragrances, scented only with essential oils. So the things that I found basically validated that I wanted to make changes for myself and for my family. So I had heard this idea that there are banned products that you cannot use in like cosmetics and self-care products. And I had heard that the United States basically has like a dozen or less items that are on our banned product list. But places like Europe or Canada have like over 1,000 banned products. So I started to research this idea. This is the EWG website. And what I found was that basically lots of countries have more banned products than we do. And like some of them have up to 1,400 banned products, and it said on there that the U.S. has only 9. Like, we don't ban formaldehyde, but other countries do. We don't ban parabens, but other countries do. There's multiple ingredients that we don't ban that other countries do. And I thought, if it's not safe for people in Europe to use, why would it be safe for us?
So, after all that reading and research, it became apparent to me that it was time for our family to make some changes toward better wellness and better health, because we're worth it. These girls are worth it. So, here are my girls tonight. This is Gracie.
Hi.
And Hattie.
Hi.
And they want to tell you to, what do you want people to do?
Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you get a notification every time we post a new video. Bye.
Bye.